Hey, it's Mad. Already did the news, but just in case you didn't hear, Dread Dragon is coming. Should you pull? Should you just escape? Be tuned. Alright, this is Dread Dragon here. Uh, Leadership effect is increases Sis attribute power by 10%. It's a dragon. This was kind of a team that I really wanted to run overall. It's great for Great Dragon as it increases breath skills all around. First skill is Breath of the Sword. It causes Sis type breath damage to all enemies within range. Please remember that with this skill in Volcano Breath, breath damage is based on level. In order to make Dread Dragon work, you really need to get him to at least 90, if not 100 level. This will cause the max damage of breath skills. Second one is Flash Heat Slashing, range 1. Does 55% power sis attribute physical damage 4 times on enemies within range. This is the only physical attribute. Does 55%, 27. And with the flash heat here. So it's random, but it's decently AoE. The last one is Volcano Breath. Great breath damage to all enemies within range. All of these are Sizz. The first awakening skill is lowered MP uses and stronger Sizz strength. Frizz resistance, second one up. Zam resistance, fourth. Third and fifth is Volcano Breath as always. Just so you know, if you're reading here and I rated the news, this should be open at 10 p.m. Or 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or here it says 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is really 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So it is going to be out there soon. So let's just go over. It's level 100 stats. HP and defense are decent at 670 and 281. Its agility is pretty high at 280. Wisdom's low, but you don't really care about the wisdom at all. Has a movement of 2 and a weight of 50, an attack of 310. If you want to do a dragon team, especially in arena, Dread Dragon's actually fairly good as it has lots of AoE. Its agility is above average, and its HP and defense is very good overall too. So it is tanky. So it can survive a punch. Preferred weapon is the Sis attribute power weapon. It is and for the equipment reward, it's really you're just looking for Sis attribute power and attack. You're really hoping for all 3 Sis attribute powers so that the breath skills here get the extra bonus. Its leadership effect is okay for the Sis attribute power by 10%, but in all honesty, if you have a Great Dragon, you're going to want to use the Great Dragon instead of the Dread Dragon's bonus. Preferred learned skills, really Frizzle, Zapple, and Zammel. Use some magic. Also, if you want to, you can also try and do some physical skills as well. I did the magic here because generally you have a lot more of the magic with that. But the physical skills, if you're willing to give one to the Dread Dragon's also good, as the attack is fairly high, and you've already got one attack, physical attack. The wisdom here is a little bit low, so instead of doing an MP consumption, if you do more of the physical attacks, but they tend to be rarer, that will be also a pretty good one as well. So really, I put the magic here, but the more I'm thinking about it, maybe another physical skill will be a little bit more useful, especially outside of the Sis attribute. Generally, Frizzle is the best, but Zapple might work as well. So since we don't have this, let's go through some pros, cons, and should we pull very quickly. The pro is the Dragon family and breath attacks are powerful, especially if you have the Great Dragon. And he is all AoE. So this unit is specific for arena, and also maybe for some others, but it's basically you want to be using a Dragon family as the overall unit. The cons, the wisdom is poor. Yeah, I know I'm using it for skills, but generally for the single targets, you're just using it there for a little bit extra range in single targets, so it's okay to use that. 2 movement is somewhat poor for what I call the VIP units, the units that aren't in the general pool. A lot of them with the dupe gives you 3 movement if they're melee. The Dread Dragon only has 2. And once again, I know I've stated it once, but it really needs to be stated. The wisdom is really crappy, so even trying to get that little extra range without using the MP is a bit weak. I know that I was using magic because generally with its poor movement, you need to extend its range, and the physical ones can only be 1. So getting a skill for the Dread Dragon is really, really tough. And am I going to pull for the Dread Dragon? No, I am not going to pull for the Dread Dragon. Or if I am, I'm only going to do a few tickets. I was originally going to do the Great Dragon team and have the Dread Dragon. And I know this is actually a copy for the Dragon Lord Lord form, which was better overall. Still, will I pull? No. The Dread Dragon, from a VIP unit, is probably the weakest unit in the game. But if you want to build a dragon team, you have a Great Dragon, you've leveled up Green Dragon, the Dread Dragon, that combination is actually pretty powerful. And you can use that to your advantage. If you got really lucky as a free to play and you've got some, or you might have thought unlucky and you've got a couple of Great Dragons, then investing in the Dread Dragon is not the worst thing possible. Otherwise, if you're not planning on using a dragon team, especially if you don't have Green Dragon, at least 4 hearts, then definitely stay away from Dread Dragon. Also, if you don't have Great Dragon, stay away from Dread Dragon. Really, that's the only reason that you're going to use both of those is through that. I don't really have anything else to say, but if you do want to use a dragon team for Arena, Dread Dragon does have its niche there, along with the Green and Great Dragon. It is a very powerful AoE breath combination. If you have both of them at level 100 and the Green Dragon at 90 and the Green Dragon's fully formed, you have 3 very tanky units that can do consistent breath damage everywhere with different elements and cover. The only issue there is you don't have the best movement with that team. More than likely, you'll only be able to get your survivability bonus, which will stay constantly high, and probably a turn bonus of around 8 instead of 10 because it's a little slower, but you can do some pretty good damage overall. I hope you enjoyed this review again of the Dread Dragon. Please, if you have any comments or concerns, go down below. Also, if you want to visit me live, I'm on Twitch TV /MadGuru. Good luck and enjoy.